Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in the last video we saw the problems of the economy, right? So now we should understand how many branches are there of economics. I've already told you that we are learning microeconomics, and I also told you there's another part, macroeconomics, which you are going to study in class 12th. So let us understand the basics, what they are and what is the main difference between them. So let's begin with our today's video. So here you can see micro and macroeconomics. I hope this picture makes it very much clear what is micro and what is macro. When we are talking about microeconomics, that means you're talking about someone who's individual, who's single, there's no one else, right? Just like you can see here in the picture, just one single tree, right? When we talk about macroeconomics, macro covers up everything. As you can see here in the picture, the full forest comes up under the macroeconomics, right? You can take even an example from the word itself, micro. It has got I in the center, right? I stands for individual, and macro has got A in the center. That makes up aggregate, right? Aggregate means total of anything and everything. So micro, when we are talking about microeconomics, we are talking about an individual, whether it's a person, it's a company, just one thing. When we talk about macroeconomics, we are talking about the whole economy. If we say the world or if we say India, that comes up as a whole. We just can't talk about you and me. It will be the whole of anything and everything. So that's macro. Now let us check the difference between both of them. So here you can see the basis on which these two types and branches of economics can be differentiated. So the first basis is origin. These words, micro and macroeconomics, they have origined from a Greek language, which where they were spelled as micros, as you can see here, and the second one was macros. Here again you can make out I and A. I stands for individual and A for aggregate. Meaning, when we talk about microeconomics, it is that part of economics theory which studies the behavior of individual. And I know that everyone is too good at cramming up the meanings and definitions, right? So it's very easy to learn it out. Just one thing changes here. In microeconomics, it's individual, and when you go to macroeconomics column, it becomes aggregate. Rest, it remains the same, right? So here, when we are talking about individual, it makes up the microeconomics. When we are talking about aggregate and everyone, that makes up your macroeconomics. The tools that make up micro and macro are, again, for micro, it's just demand and supply of an individual. When you go to macroeconomics, there it becomes aggregate demand and supply. You study about the whole country there, not just a single thing, not just a market, not just an individual, but the whole country that comes up there in the macroeconomics. The other name for microeconomics is price theory. Why so? Because just because of microeconomics, we are able to find out the price of the goods that we have. So it's also known as the price theory or theory of price. And macroeconomics is known as income and employment. It is known as income and employment because income for the whole nation, national income, national employment, national output, all these things, they are studied under macroeconomics. They are calculated, they are found out under macroeconomics. So these are the other names of macroeconomics. Coming up to the example, when we are talking about individual income or individual output, we study that in microeconomics. But when we are studying about the national income or national output, the national output means what all is produced across nation, goods and services both. So that makes up your national output. So when we study that, it comes under macroeconomics. So it's really very easy to differentiate between the two, micro and macro. So that's it for this video, guys. Please do like and share my video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching the video. Bye-bye.